If it's in our report, it has to be true. We're scientists. Yeah.
Never mind the guy who died because he somehow fell over the cliff or something.
Was trying to refute otherwise.
Oh, is that the guy that was saying it's not true and then he like died in some random accident?
Yeah, most of them actually. Even astronomers and shit.
Fell off the cliff.
Yeah, on their way home from work.
This dude just fell off the cliff.
Wait, was that guy with his wife or something like that? I heard, like, that rings the bell, like going out on a vacation with his wife and then just fell off the cliff.
Toolkit on how you can approach topics such as that.
Or the guy that gets...
Really, the real problem is that
people
if you go to the media's don't like first of all, they said that we were going through the Great Freeze in the 70s.
Like the guy
global warming was an explosive climate change.
Chris, what's that, 9/11?
shot in the head with a shotgun or something like that.
Yeah, he was like,
Committed suicide, shot himself twice in the head with a shotgun.
he has a fast trigger finger.
Like hearing it, I remember the beginning of it when it was like starting to be really big, and then
What do y'all think about building 7? You ever heard about?
I know, I talked a little about it.
Thermal expansion. That was a cause for the collapse of.
But
Everybody chill out. Everybody chill out.
Everybody's all pumped up now.
Talk to them all they want.
and one of the person that did analysis on the falling of the trade towers is actually was one of the first persons they called from Texas Tech that they called after they were hit with the planes. And he first said, "Oh yeah, there's no problem," and then they realized that the melting point would actually.
Did you hear about there being nanothermite in the dust?
Yes, trace amount.
So where would the trace amounts come from?
It comes from
Iron.
and also it's part of the.
Hold on. NIST losing the lawsuit about the footage. Go off. Well, no, this is with me.
Not my area of expertise.
Well, you know that NIST, the NIST that looked into it, they lost a lawsuit and they had to release over 3 terabytes of video and audio, and it's being disintegrated now by the international studies of 9/11, and they're releasing new video every week. And the newest video from last week, there's a new video this week. The newest video from last week was 3 firefighters talking at the ground zero 9/11, talking about secondary, third, and fourth explosions going off, and then another firefighter's talking about it. There's CBS news footage being released, and CBS is reporting secondary, third explosions going off in the lobby, lower levels, way underground from where the plane hit the towers. So there's 3. Yeah, there's also there's MSNBC, Fox News footage of people coming from the subway with dust and everything all over them, and they're talking about explosions going in the subway. So I don't see how a plane hitting the 70th floor could send an explosion down to the subway, because William Rodriguez was the number one janitor. Number one janitor. Pulled out from the rubble. Won an award from George Bush, given an award because he saved a lot of people on 9/11. He was a real hero because he was there sacrificing his life, going in the towers, pulling firefighters out. Yeah, he was in sub-basement level 2 before the plane hit the North Tower, and an explosion went off, damaged his employees. They were burnt, their skin was burned off the flesh before a plane hit the tower. He told the FBI, and the 9/11 Commission didn't report it, just like the 9/11 Commission didn't report. Sybil Edmonds, FBI translator, gave him a testimony. They didn't release it, they put on a gag order. Last year she broke the gag order, went mainstream news. FBI translator Sybil Edmonds translated, watched over the terrorists. She gave a report to the 9/11 Commission that Al-Qaeda was under the control of the CIA up until September 11th, which also complemented. It takes research. It takes research. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm definitely not telling you what to think because I'm not the corporate media, but it complements what Lieutenant Anthony Schaefer just recently released a book. The Pentagon bought all 10,000 copies of the book and burned it. Just 3 weeks ago, Fox News covered it. Also this week, Fox News covered the second in command of Al-Qaeda.
So are you saying that the purchase and the
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm just quoting facts, you know? I'm just quoting facts.
No.
Put the pieces of the puzzle where you may. These are just pieces of the puzzle.
From 9/11 to
FBI translator Sybil Edmonds.
To the
Anthony
Pentagon purchasing and burning books. Are you saying that those books had in it details that would say that 9/11
regarding Able Danger, regarding the fact that there was definite pre-knowledge of the attacks going on to 9/11, because Operation Able Danger Operation Able Danger is the key word.
They did have pre-knowledge. They just didn't make the connections.
A lot of people were fired over making the connections, and that's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Okay, you're looking at with hindsight. It makes all perfect sense when you look at it with hindsight.
Well, it depends who's looking at it, because it doesn't make perfect sense to a lot of people, especially those in bureaucratic positions of our government.
Have you heard Project for a New American Century? Have you read that?
What?
The Project for a New American Century, PNAC, written in 2000 by Dick Cheney, Rumsfeld. Both were saying that they need a new Pearl Harbor event so they can
Expand
the military in America, upgrade the budget. They said this in 2000, as they were coming to power. The day before, on September 10th, Rumsfeld came out and said, what, $2.3 trillion is missing from the Pentagon. They don't know where it is.
You can find the archive footage on YouTube where Donald Rumsfeld's addressing the mainstream media saying they've lost $3 trillion the Pentagon budget on September 10th. And keep in mind, World Trade Center number 7, the third skyscraper that fell on 9/11, was home of the Security Exchange Commission, which was looking into Enron. And conveniently, that collapsed with no plane hitting it, no major debris hitting it. NIST couldn't figure out how to explain how it collapsed till 2008 when they said thermal expansion was the collapse, was the reasoning for the collapse. However, the new footage.
So Al-Qaeda was in on the cover-up of.
Hey, whatever it is you want to make of it, but definitely a new investigation is needed, because senior council member to the 9/11 Commission, John Farmer, wrote a book called The Ground Truth, and he argues that the 9/11 Commission was covering for military incompetence. So that's his argument. He was a senior 9/11 Commission council member. So make it of it what you will, but there's a lot of unanswered questions regarding 9/11.
All right. Well, we appreciate the heads up, and I will be looking at this.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I can't wait for the second printing of that book.
Actually, I'm glad they did that because the guy got a lot of money.
Yeah, burning books is really not a very effective way of copying.
Well, no, WikiLeaks already re-released the copy of it.
Copying a flow of information.
Yeah.
They keep things on computers nowadays. It's just not a big deal.
Wait, no. Yeah,
You can reprint stuff.
yeah. WikiLeaks already reposted it, so I mean it's out there.
Well, the publisher can repost it.
Actually, they redacted a lot of stuff. He was fighting them about that. If you looked into it, you would know that. But it's a big joke.
We're not going to get into specific. I don't know if you want to pen or not. We're going to get into specifics. This is just an overview of the Skeptical Toolkit.
Nice.
If you'd like to join us, so you're certainly welcome to.
All right, thank you.
I'm
Appreciate
sure
it.
you'll be there, so you'll be hearing my mellifluous tones.
He doesn't look funny. He doesn't. Nah, I didn't bring Andy with me.
That's how you drop some
That's why you drop some truth bombs right there. We get one for the radio show.
You got the whole video.
Yes.
You're going on, man.
8 minutes, 15 seconds.
Oh, you recorded that? Did you tape it?
It's still going.
Now you're showing me my bad. We'll get out of your way.
No, it's already done. It's done.
Drop some mad knowledge or what? Yeah. Right? Proof.
I gotta get another brew,
Y'all
dude.
should've just
Do you want anything? I know Derek gotta take off.
I took care of